Movement is the basic law for the growth of life in the universe. Labor is an important difference in the life level of all things in the universe. 1. The three forms of the life movement in the universe: the body movement, the spirit movement, and the yin and yang movement. Body movement is divided into the body's inside and outside movement, including the regular self-movement of the body internal organs, the self-controlled irregular movement for physical exercise, and the leisure movement in independent style. 2. The highest manifestation of life movement in the universe is labor, including active labor, passive labor, physical labor, mental labor, and yin-yang integrated labor. The active labor consciousness produced by life body itself is the balanced status of the yin and yang, manifested by full morality and high intelligence in life. The life body with such ideology is joyful, contented, and auspicious. The labor consciousness is produced in the process of willing labor, and the participants in the labor are in a happy status. The passive labor consciousness produced by the life body itself is the unbalanced state of the yin and the yang, manifested by the shortage of virtue and wisdom in life. The life body with such consciousness is sorrowful, indignant, and helpless. The participation in the labor force is not driven by willingness, and the participants in the labor are in a painful and depressed mental state. The labor done by participants with the active and passive consciousnesses will produce totally different products and value. Human society, different labor attitude, may lead to different degrees and classes of labor skills, labor interests, and labor remuneration. Therefore, as time goes by, the laborers may have quite different moral and fortune gains, which are represented by different destinies of people in real life. As the saying goes, the blessed are often those who are dedicated, honest, and kind-hearted. 3. Any movement and labor will be rewarded. Life is thrived by movement, and fate is determined by labor. Longevity depends on movement, and happiness comes from labor. 4. Movement can maintain the normal growth of our bodies. Labor can create the wealth that enables workers to participate in the exchange of labor outcomes so as to maintain their joyful and auspicious mental state. 5. The physical health of a movement participants is determined by the level, size, and balance of movement, and the destinies of the laborers are determined by the class, size, and quality of the labor they have done. 6. Any physical life in the universe needs to grow in motion and evolve in labor. 7. Everything must move and every life must work in the universe. The destiny of every human being is determined by his or her attitude toward labor and diligence. 8. Movement gives you pleasure, as you can see a lot of impressive scenes in the process of movement. Labor gives you happiness, as you can share many brilliant outcomes from it. 9. Movement creates the growth and brilliance of life. 10. A human being who exercises all his or her life must live long, and a human being who works all his or her life must have ample food and clothing. Longevity is determined by movement, and the destiny is determined by labor. Anyone may fall ill and be subject to misfortune without movement and work. Diseases harm your health. Misfortunes affect your spirit. Imbalance of yin and yang bring about endless misfortunes.